morning and welcome to Teentalk News at 6 a.m. I'm your host, Okewale Tuatokpe, and today's headline is a miracle that left thousands amazed. Man feed over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. In a world where food is often not enough, Jesus made something out of almost nothing. Stay with me as we go on this short break. This story is not just amazing, it can change how you see your life and what God can do with what you have. Let's go straight into today's top story. Our story today takes place near the Sea of Galilee. Today's report told us that Jesus had been moving from place to place, teaching people and healing the sick. Crowds followed him everywhere he went. People were hungry, not just for food, but for hope, for healing, and for the truth. On this particular day, the crowd was massive. Our witness said about 5,000 men were present, but they didn't count the women and the children. So, in total, it would have been 10,000 people or even 15,000 people. Jesus saw the loud crowd and felt something powerful. He didn't send them away. He didn't ignore their needs. He welcomed them, he taught them, and then he decided to feed them. As the day grew late, the disciples noticed something important. The people were getting tired and hungry. One of them, Philip, was asked a question by Jesus. Where can we buy bread for all these people to eat? Philip panicked a little and said, even if we worked for 8 months, we wouldn't have enough money to give everyone, even one bite. It was true. There were thousands of people, no nearby shops, no big kitchen, no delivery trucks. It looked impossible. But then Andrew, another disciple, spoke up. There's a young boy here with 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. But what is that for so many? That boy had brought his lunch, just a simple meal, but that simple lunch was about to become part of a miracle. Jesus asked the people to sit down on the grass in groups of 50s and 100s. Then he took the boy's lunch in his hand. He didn't complain. He didn't say it was too small. Instead, Jesus gave thanks. He lifted his eyes to heaven and said, "Thank you, Father." Then he began to break the bread. He gave it to his disciples. They began to pass it out. They passed it again and again and again. And no matter how many people they gave the food to, the bread and fish never ran out. Some witnesses who witnessed the event told us that everyone ate until they were full. Another eyewitness said people were eating and laughing. Children were eating happily. Parents were surprised. And when it was over, Jesus didn't let anything go to waste. He told the disciples to gather the leftovers. They collected 12 full baskets of leftover food, from 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to a full meal for thousands, with more left over than they started with. This is more than just a story about food. This is a lesson about faith, generosity, and the power of God to multiply whatever we give to Him. So, what does this mean for us today? Let's break it down in a way that speaks to you as a teenager. You are not too young to make a difference. That boy was young. He didn't have much, but he gave it. You don't need to be rich or famous, just be willing. Here is a question for you. What small thing can you give to God? Your time, your talent, or your kindness? Be grateful for what you have. Jesus gave thanks for the little before the miracle happened. When you are thankful, even small things feel big. Then start your day with "Thank you, Jesus," and watch how your day changes. So here's today's challenge. What is in your hand? What small gift or idea or time can you give to God today? Maybe it's singing or encouraging someone or helping at church. Maybe it's just reading your Bible and telling a friend what you learned. Whatever it is, give it to Jesus, just like the boy did. And then watch how Jesus takes your little and makes it much. Today, in this noisy world of not enough followers, not enough money, not enough likes, not enough self-worth, remember Jesus is still the God of more than enough. That is for today on TikTok Sunday 6 a.m. News. I've been your host, Okewale Tuatokpe, reminding you that you matter, your gifts matter, and in the hand of Jesus, miracles still happen. Until next time, keep shining your light and keep living the word. Goodbye and God bless you.